All right, looks like I am good to go, up and running. Everything is smooth sailing, I think. I don't know what that intro was. That was weird. I've definitely been off my game. Definitely been off my game with the intros as of late. Doesn't help getting back in the whole swing of everything with the streaming. Been very, very light on the streaming the last like month. Really need to get back into it. But what's up, everyone? What's up? What's up? How's it going? Welcome back. More Kaizo IronMon White 2 on the way today. And yeah, as the title says, I am still incredibly salty about last time. Last time was absolutely tragic. We got an Espeon that was borked, just absolutely. I obviously, if it was like that insanely broken, it wouldn't have lost. But I mean, it's hard for any Pokemon to beat a Kyurem form, a Kyurem White with setup moves. But anyways, we had a really good Espeon that ended up losing in the second gym, which was crazy. And yeah, this challenge has been absolutely brutal the last like 100 or so attempts at this. It's been pretty rough. It's been pretty tough. But hopefully today is the day we get something going. I need to get past the third gym and actually like make a run. Like I need to get a deep run going. I've only ever made it past Castelia City twice, and both times I've basically immediately lost. Yeah, this Mareep is obviously not it. Decent moveset. I mean, moveset could be a lot worse, but I mean, it's a Mareep and the stats are not looking pretty good. So we're off to a wonderful start today. Just wonderful. I mean, really, I don't think any of these options were going to be super great. They're all, you know, not fully evolved. Well, we'll see if we can make it work today. We'll see if we can make it work. Volt Switch is obviously my strongest move, being stab, and it does all of 4 damage. Hopefully Hugh, okay, Hugh. Hugh is just gonna be an absolute nightmare for me today, isn't he? Scott Ball, what's up? What's up? How's it going? I was wondering how you are. You got your first shiny. Very nice, very nice. Shiny Totodile. This is your name, Rexy, after tier. Nice, that's awesome. Congrats on that. What game did you find that Totodile in? That's sick. Also, good to see you. It's been a second. How's everything been going? Hopefully Hugh here will let me get out of this battle and he doesn't prolong this too much. He likes to play with his food. He does in fact like to let me get random wins than when I absolutely don't deserve it. But hey, he actually let me lose that time, and so that is nice. I appreciate that. Let's see if we can actually grab something worth running with. I've yet to be able to use my favorites up there. I've yet to run into one. I guess I did one time run into a Dragonite, but Dragonite's off limits, so I had to get rid of it. I actually would have really liked a Licky Licky. Pretty good base stat total. Normal types are pretty nice. Obviously, Dragonair is there. Unfortunately, I guess technically since Dragonite's off limits because it's 600 BST, but it is my favorite Pokemon. That's why it's up there in the favorites. Should I be able to choose Dragonair because it's like the step down from Dragonite? I feel like I should. I mean, Dragonair's not that great. It's only got like 300 something BST. I'll stick with the rules and go with Corphish. But I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. It's been an interesting year so far. Not too bad. It's been actually, this Corphish has solid stat distribution. Would be nice on a much better Pokemon and not the worst moves in the world either. But yeah, it's been a solid year. It's been pretty solid. Been busy, a lot going on, but it's been good. How about yourself? How's everything going? All right, you're probably also dead, so we're gonna go with that. Kaizo IronMon is a very unfair challenge is the best way to put it. It is basically everything in the game is extremely randomized, and there's about 50 rules you have to follow to make the game about as hard as possible. And yeah, it is all sorts of unfairness towards the player, but that's kind of the point. It's like you know, it's not difficult in the sense of like a super hard Nuzlocke challenge, like a hard ROM hack. It's difficult in the fact that it's all randomized. You have to get lucky to get a good starter Pokemon. You got to get lucky that the Pokemon you're fighting are not too good for you to beat. Yeah, it's just, there's a lot of rules. You can check the description to go check out all the rules. There's way too many for me to list off the top of my head. But yeah, it's a lot. It's really fun though. It's really cool. Thankfully, we don't have to fight Kyogre, but we did get a Torchic that has to take on a Grumpig. So that is probably not going to be a winning battle for us. Although this Torchic actually has a pretty... This Torchic's actually pretty stacked when it comes to moves and stat distribution. I would love to see this on a fully evolved Pokemon. I certainly would have loved to have seen this on an actual good Mon. Whatever, you can be the DEA. We got the DEA, little drug enforcement agency Torchic on our side. Let's see, I guess, well, would Stab, would Flame Wheel be my best move? Because Flame Wheel is 60 base power. I think all these other ones are also, that's 80. And then my, it probably doesn't really matter. I'm gonna go for Discharge, just trying to get a Para. And then almost immediately taken out by Sludge. Okay, he didn't prolong that for too long. But the general gist of the Kaizo IronMon challenge is you get one Pokemon and you got to beat the whole game with it. And if that Pokemon faints, you lose and you start over. The vast majority of runs fail before they even get started. The vast majority of runs die at the starter selection in the first battle. This is another situation, like, I guess my favorite is Weavile, so I can't go with Sneasel. Swoobat actually would have been kind of nice. I'll take Mantine, it's better than nothing. Don't like 4 times weaknesses, but we can work with it. We can work with Static. It's a physical attacker with Shadow Force. That's actually, for this first battle, this thing might be kind of solid. I'm gonna call you Bubbles. You're giving me a Bubbles vibe. Let's see if this super effective Shadow Force is enough to get us through this battle against the Swoobat. What also makes this first battle really difficult is the fact that he has a pretty good level advantage against us. He's level 8, we're level 5. You know, that's part of the randomization of it. You increase the levels of enemy trainers and stuff, so he is stronger than normal, which makes this difficult on us. But hey, we're actually faster, which is nice. And that did no damage. That Shadow Force did no damage. I feel like I didn't. What did I just do to my all good? I feel like I just accidentally hit my like spacebar or something. Hopefully, I don't think that did anything. I think we're good. Giga Drain is off limits because it's a healing move. We do have Stab Bubble Beam. That is nice. We do have that in Stab. But we are a physical attacker and Shadow Force is super effective. So, okay, he didn't get the Omni Boost, which is nice. But wow, we are doing no damage. And now he's defense curling, so... Okay, this might be trouble here. Because if he gets 2 more defense curls off, I don't know if we KO with this Shadow Force. No, we do not. I guess we'll Bubble Beam this time. Because that is one thing about this game. The rival does like to throw some of the early fights, so I probably win more of these than I should. Because he's... I think the coding, the programming for the rival is inclined to let you win a little bit. But I'll take it sometimes. I'll take it. Oh, what just happened? Where did my speed go? Hello? Why is my game super slow now? What just happened? I'm confused. Did I press a button? What is going on? My game is not supposed to be this slow. Well, that was weird. It was just like for a second during the battle right there, things got really slow and now it's like back to normal. That was very strange. Or is it back to normal? Yeah, no, it's a little faster. That's weird. I don't know what happened there. I mean, with speed up, I'm still moving pretty quick, but like, normally I feel like this is faster. Really strange. We get 7th grade and didn't have the greatest day. Yeah, definitely remember to stay hydrated. I have to tell my fiance, Emily, that all the time. She does not like to drink water. Staying hydrated is very important. Yes, it is. But yeah, so we actually have really good HP, and we are a fast physical attacker. Not the worst Mantine in the world. Not the worst Mantine in the world. I'll say that. Shadow Force and Covet are going to be our best moves. Bubble Beam's obviously stab, but we don't have very good special attack. And we are a Jolly Nature. But glad you did not actually faint, though. That would not have been fun. I'm glad it worked out for you. But yeah, keep hydrated. That is very important. I try my best. Oh, and there are Wild Dragonairs. Actually, okay, 420 BST for Dragonair. I thought it was in the 300s. All right, well, we'll keep with the Mantine because it is fully evolved and has a bit better stats than a Dragonair. Plus, I mean, thing's not too terrible now. Once we run into an electric type move, we are probably done for. But until then, I'm going to rock with it. I don't think my microphone's picking up my music in the background. No, it sounds a little louder than it normally is, but I think we're fine. I think we're good. I guess we'll just Shadow Force. It's our best move. Yeah, that whatever Swoobat, was that what it was? That thing's obviously, what am I doing? I don't need to go heal. I just one-shot that thing. That Swoobat clearly is pretty bulky. I mean, with the level advantage, that definitely helps, but that Swoobat was taking those hits pretty well. Took itself out with the Sandstorm. How dumb can you be? Max Repel, no thank you. Okay, Poliwhirl. Turbo Blaze. Oh, nice. There we go. Love to find a random item, healing item. That is always very good, very good. Black Sludge, unfortunately. Only done 73 something. Oh, so you're doing it in Soul Silver. Very nice, very nice. That is really lucky. Congrats on that. I don't know what it is, but maybe, you know, I also just got lucky. But I feel like the Heart Gold... Ooh, Mandibuzz is a really tempting switch. Mandibuzz is a very solid Pokemon in terms of BST and typing. But yeah, I just feel like... Heart Gold Soul Silver is really generous with those starter resets. I feel like it's... Maybe it's just because they're so fast and you see 3 of them at a time that you... that the shiny luck just comes out really, really easily or something. But then, you know, it is just getting lucky, so you could certainly... What am I? I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to focus on seeing what encounters there are here, although we have only seen 2 kind of stinkers. If I could get something a little better than a nose... Do I have an ability that's like drawing these things in or something? I do. I have Static. Or at least Static is going to increase my chance of encountering electric types like Tynamo. I don't know why Static would do anything to Nosepass. I mean, I guess Nosepass can have Magnet Pull. So yeah, because of my Static ability, if there are electric types in the grass, they're very likely going to be the only thing I run into. That is not great for me in terms of trying to find a pivot, because I think what this freaking Tynamo probably has like a 70 to 80% chance of showing up or something like that. Bayonet, okay, I like ghost types, I like the immunities. Not the strongest thing in the world though. About to head in the same time. Yeah, Azalea Town. Good old Bugsy and his Scyther. Alright, so I don't think I'm seeing anything too worth a pivot. Okay, now all of a sudden my Static's not working and we're seeing everything else that's on this route. Yeah, it's a really cool line. I really like Electros. It is really sweet. I liked it, you know, me being me and my my Gen, or my Gen 1 to 5, my 2D standum. I really liked it when Electros was the way it looks in these games, where it was like kind of standing upright. I understand to evoke the feeling of it levitating, they made it like start being all wiggly when it went to 3D, but I don't think it looks quite as cool in 3D because it's just kind of wiggling in the air instead of like standing in a more dynamic pose. Why am I going to the PC? I'm trying to heal. But yeah, it's a really cool line. I think it's a really neat gimmick being an electric type with levitate. Well, obviously Rotom is an electric type with levitate as well. But Electros can actually pull off the no immunities thing. Oh, okay. Embor is really freaking good. It's either, I'm thinking I'm going to either pivot to Embor or Mandibuzz. I'm kind of leaning Mandibuzz, honestly, because it has 2 immunities, being Psychic and Ground. Whereas, Embor's got a decent number of weaknesses, being, ooh, Seismitoad's also really good, but 4 times weakness to Grass is not great. All right, let's check out the Mandibuzz here. What do you got for me? I guess I'll go for Bubble Beam, probably my weakest move. Oh, that still did a lot, though. That still did a lot. So maybe that thing is not very strong. Because we have pretty bad special attack. I know it's stab, but our special attack is not very good, and that did a lot of damage. Now, we are, like, 4 levels above it, which at this point in the game is a pretty big deal, so... maybe I'll try looking at it a little bit more. Level 5, so all the same moves because it doesn't learn anything till 10. I guess, you know what? Well, actually, Shadow Force very well could just one-shot this thing if it's frail enough. I know it resists. I'm going to go with the good old heal strat. Okay, it has Wish. That's unfortunately not a move I can take advantage of. Luster Purge is a solid enough move, but it's not really doing all that much. Hopefully I do not one-shot you. Okay, I'm not feeling the Mandibuzz. At least its moves are not looking too great. We can check out Embor. Sandstream, that's not very good, but the last one we ran into did not have that, so it clearly can have 2 different abilities. I think Mandibuzz could also have multiple abilities, but we haven't seen any of them yet. Or not really any way to tell what the abilities are. Okay, Fusion Flare is a really good move. Not very many power points, though, is what I'm seeing here. So far, 2 moves with only 5 power points is not very good. So let's see more about Embor. See if we can find more on Embor. Shiny of Electros. Sorry, I'm a little late to reading this. Shiny of Electros reminds you of Nuclear Waste a little bit. I can kind of see it, yeah. It's got that kind of sickly green shiny in a way. It's not the worst green shiny out there, but it I kind of see it. I know what you mean. Can I only see this thing at level 3? That'd be really unfortunate. Can this thing not be any higher level than that? Okay, so this one doesn't have whatchamacallit, Sandstream, but it's only level 3. Like, if I can only get that thing level 3, it's not worth pivoting to. It's too many levels to lose. I probably can't even win the next battle. This is a bit unfortunate. I'm not really seeing anything that seems like it's worth pivoting to here. I'm thinking that level 3 is the only level you can see Embor at, which is really unfortunate. Guess, do you have a final move you want to show off? There's Luster Purge. There's the Fusion Flare. And what? God, everything I saw on the ranch was not very good. I guess I'm gonna see if I can find anything with see if I can find a higher level Embor. I'm thinking I can't. I think there might just be some Pokemon that are stuck at the level and don't adjust at all. And there are definitely some in this grass that can be varied in level, but maybe Embor is not one of them. So yeah, I'll give myself 2 more Embor encounters. And the next 2 Embors I see are still level 3, then we'll just move on. And we will keep going with Mantine here. What would be fantastic, absolutely amazing, would be if our Mantine here, instead of having static, had like Motor Drive or Volt Absorb, you know, another electric related ability, but like removing its 4 times weakness to electric. If that were the case, if we had freaking Motor Drive or something like that, Volt Absorb, 1000% I'd be rocking. Oh, there we go, level 6. Okay. Well, this thing can, in fact, now we're in the situation of I don't want to Sandstream Embor because that just does chip damage to myself. So now I got to run around and find a level 6 Embor that doesn't have Sandstream. But we can at least see what moves it has. But talking on PlayStation when I got the shiny, talking about my favorite Pokemon with friends once. And Apom's cool. I do like Apom. I like Ambipom. They're cool mons. Cool little fun designs. All right. Hopefully you take this Covet kind of well, because this is about the only. It did not, but it has Psy Strike, which is a really good ability, or a good move, I should say. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to go heal and try and reevaluate Embor some more. So this might take a second. But yeah, if we had freaking Volt Absorb on this Mantine, 1000% Bubbles would be the play. I mean, maybe not 1000%. It's still only 465 BST, but it certainly make it better. Because then what? Water Flying would only be weak to Rock? Is that all Water Flying would be weak to? Rock if Electric was removed as a weakness? Can you trade? You can't trade, but you can transfer. But once you make the transfer, it can't go backwards. So you could take something from Soul Silver up to Black, but once you do it, it can't go back to Soul Silver. All right. Well, you know what? I'm going to try and okay, it also has extra sensory, so it has 2 psychic moves. 2 pretty solid psychic moves and a lot of power points, so I do enjoy that. I can't risk attacking it anymore. Definitely need more offensive moves than just psychic though, because if we run into a dark type, we are screwed. So I gotta gotta figure out if you have something other than those 2. No, there's obviously no way for me to know it, but Seismitoad, obviously I'm putting Seismitoad off the table because it has a 4 times weakness. And that's just not, you running a 4 times weakness is just not viable. That's why I'm trying to get rid of this Mantine so desperately. Because even though it's cool, even though I like the stat distribution on this Mantine, and it seems solid enough, like 4 times weaknesses are just not, you just can't win. Like one day I'm going to run into something with electric that's just going to kill me. But you know, obviously if I could read if I had Trace on this Mantine and I saw that Seismitoad had Sap Sipper, well then 100% Seismitoad would be the move. But since I do not, the safer option is the starter Pokemon, who has some solid attacks. The unfortunate thing is, like, there's just nothing I can do here. What if I try using an Ether on a move that's... Okay, we can do that at least. We can, Oh, I thought it... Is this going to work? Can I spam this to try and test out the moves? Okay, the ether is still here. So yeah, I'm just going to do this. See if it uses any other moves on me other than these two. It's just using those two moves. Now it could just be the AI... Oh, it has water pulse as well. Okay, so if this thing has a good special attack stat, this could be solid. This could be solid. It's just good to know that it has a move that is useful against dark types. So try and find a level 6 Embor that doesn't have Sandstream and we will catch it for the pivot. I think Totodile will probably be one of the most picked starters. Oh, for certain. Yeah, I definitely think Totodile will be the most picked starter. It'll probably be the one I go with. Most likely. It'll be between Totodile and Tepig. I like Chikorita. I like Bayleaf. Not the biggest fan of Meganium, but I like, you know, the first two. But yeah, I'll definitely probably be going with most likely Totodile, but maybe if they reveal like forms or megas or something ahead of time and we see that, like, you know, yeah, who knows? Maybe they reveal some crazy cool Meganium form or mega and it's like, well, never mind. I want to run Meganium because that seems sweet. But most likely it'll be one of the other two. I'm personally under the assumption that they're actually going to get regional forms and not megas. Just because I think it would be a little weird to give that starter trio megas, considering the other Pokemon from their trio wouldn't be getting megas as well. So like, it would be weird to give Tepig a mega and then like Oshawott and Snivy don't have megas. Same as like, it'd be weird to give... the weirdest one would be giving Chikorita a mega and Totodile a mega, and then Cyndaquil is just like, where's my mega? So, I think because Cyndaquil got a good old regional form in Legends Arceus, that'll be the route they go for the starters. It is my personal opinion that they'll go with forms instead of megas. Alright. Clearly, level 6 Embor is very rare, so hopefully we are not here too long. Talking about what? Regional forms? I have no idea. I do not know what they would go with. I mean, I think what I've seen people throw around is like, you know, Meganium regional form, Grass Fairy, Embor regional form, Fire Ground, and Feraligatr regional form, Water Dragon. I don't know if they do that. I mean, I guess what the regional forms that all the Hisui starters got were kind of like old school Japanese based, so I guess I don't know how they'll do. I don't know how they handle that with forms or megas or whatnot. I don't know how they would redesign them. I personally don't think that they'll go with a dragon type form or mega for Feraligatr, even though I think it makes the most sense. I just feel like for some reason they don't want to make any starters dragons. At least not in like a full capacity. I guess they did give Charizard a dragon mega, so like maybe they wouldn't be completely opposed to it. And I guess they also gave Sceptile dragon mega. So, man, maybe not. Maybe they wouldn't care. Maybe they would give Fraligator a dragon typing. I also think Dragon Dark would work as well. Or Water Dark, I mean. But they might want to not want to do Water Dark because that's what they did for Hisui and Samurott. So they might not want to repeat. I say they might not want to repeat that, but like we saw them repeat firefighting 3 times in a row for starters. So like they clearly don't mind repeating typings for the starters if it works out, but maybe they've learned from their ways and won't do repeat starter types again. I really need to find this freaking oh, excuse me. I really need this damn Embor to show up. This is getting a little bit crazy. I'm about to get impatient and just move on. Which is probably not the best idea, but that is very much a me thing to do. Water Ghost, Water Rock. I guess based on the design, maybe. I don't know if I see Water Rock. Maybe Water Ghost I could see, depending on how they go with the design. Okay, where are my freaking Embors? Come on. This is... I'm really about to come... Clearly the level 6 one is very rare. We've only seen one level 6, and how many Embors have I seen? Like 20 at this point. Okay, please don't have Sandstorm. Damn it. Come on. I just need one that's... We've seen 20. We've only seen 2 level 6 Embors. And they've both had Sandstream. I was hoping for the back-to-back. Of course, that one doesn't have whatever it is. That is true. That is true. They just did a ghost type crocodile alligator with Skeledirge. Please don't have Sandstorm. Please. Thank you. Okay. It is time we catch this thing. It is high time we catch you. Oh. I mean, I guess we would have gotten the Moo Moo Milk no matter what if we caught the Embor, but that is crazy. I did not expect to actually get an item off of this thing. I'm not allowed to farm items. If I was, holy crap, we'd be in an insane position right now if I could just farm Moo Moo Milks off of wild Embors, but not allowed to do that. That is against the rules. But since I was going to catch this thing anyways, this is fine for me to grab that one Moo Moo Milk off of it. If I can catch it. Okay, there we go. All right, what do I want to name our big lady Embor? What do I want to name you? Why? I'm just blanking on a... Why am I blanking on a name so hard right now? A female name for Embor. Huh, that'll work, sure. I can do that. I did not expect that. That Moo Moo Milk threw me for a loop right there. All right, so this is our new Pokemon we are running with. What are you looking like? We have Illusion, so a completely useless ability. Illusion does nothing for us. And our stats are very interesting. We have the exact same stat in attack, special attack, and speed, and the exact same stat in defense and special defense. I can't tell if this is good or not. Obviously, our HP is a lot lower than like Mantine's. Mantine's HP is like really good, whereas Embor's is half that. This is interesting. Unfortunately, we do have a useless ability. It's better than Sandstream, but we have good moves at least. Wild Charge doing recoil is not ideal, but the other three are good. Okay, please let me get away from this fight. Oh, I was like, didn't I switch Embor out in the front? And I forgot about the illusion. So heal up right now. Got the deposit our Mantine in the box. And let's see how this Embor does. Let's see how we do here. We do have a number of weaknesses. We're weak to Psychic, Flying. We are weak to Ground, Water. No Rock. No, is Ground, Water, Rock all that fire is weak to? I think it is. So I guess we have 4 weaknesses. Not the most in the world. Let's see. Can we make it through this fight right here? We'll just go for the Psy Strike. Decent damage, decent damage. Oh yeah, we got the good old Petalburg remix going on in the back. Magnet Rise is interesting. Makes me immune to ground type moves. But I'm going to pass on that. Gen 3 does have a great soundtrack. Do love me good old Gen 3. The trumpets are elite. Leech trumpets in the back. What is this? Treasure Town? What is Treasure Town? Oh, it's from Mystery Dungeon. No wonder I don't know it. Sitting over here like, never heard of it. Gotta play Mystery Dungeon someday. I guess I don't have to. I probably should, you know, widen my horizons, my variety. By playing, oh, I guess let's check out our stats now. So yeah, we're clearly a mixed, kind of a speedy mixed attacker with, I guess, not the greatest bulk in the world. Our HP is on the lower side and our defenses are not that high. So yeah, it seems like we're a glass cannon. So we gotta hope we can survive off that. Definitely though. Cynthia does have an elite theme. Can take an ancient power. Water Pulse is not doing that much. Okay, we can definitely take a Grass Pledge. Trying to avoid... where are we speed tied? Trying to avoid using Wild Charge because I don't like the recoil, but that did no damage. Hello. I think Water Pulse did more damage than that Wild Charge. It's this thing like insane. I guess we did see it take the Phantom Force really well. So I guess it does make sense that this thing is very physically defensive. Probably something to note. Say you are physically defensive. Iron Tail is... oh, goodness. It's like... Wild Charge is not too terribly strong and it does recoil, but Iron Tail can miss. What does Iron Tail really help me out with? Because it helps with like ice types, rock types. Is that all steel super effective in this gen? Ice and rock? Because fairy doesn't exist. What else is steel super effective against them? Is that it? Just ice and rock? I'm going to say no to Iron Tail. I don't like the inaccuracy. I don't really feel like it does too much for me. But thankfully, he did not have any moves that we didn't resist. We resisted all of his moves. I guess we have a pretty good resistance profile on Embor. Because fire resists, what? So we're neutral to rock because, well, no, fighting resists rock. Fighting also, we're 4 times resistant to bugs. So that's pretty nice. What, we resist steel, we resist ice, grass, fire, dark. Like I said, bug. We have a pretty solid resistance profile. Okay, foul play is... that's something. I think I'll take it over wild charge. Because I don't like recoil moves. So I think we'll get rid of wild charge. Now, obviously, foul play is very dependent on randomized stats. Which there's no way for us to know what a Pokemon's stats are. Now, since it's all random. But I still think it's better than wild charge. Snow Warning Trico with the Ice Shard. Okay, Muck, you took that pretty well. Not gonna lie, Muck, you kind of ate that Psy Strike. Why are we're just learning so many freaking moves? My word. Water Pledge. Guess we don't really. You're 60. You're 50. No, yeah, definitely no to the Water Pledge. How many more moves do I learned another move in 2 levels. Wow. I'm still just not entirely sure how to feel about the Zimbor. Like, it has really good, has good offenses. We have solid enough moves. I'm just worried we're a little too frail. I guess our HP, well, no, our HP is probably still, because we're 6 levels higher than what Mantine was. And our HP is just barely higher than what Mantine's. I don't know, maybe I should be a little more optimistic about the Zimbor. Maybe this thing is the way to go. Better ability would have been nice, but hey. And we're finding a lot of healing items this run. We are certainly finding a lot of healing items, so that's really nice. And we are just going to get more when we get our berries from Alder. And then when we go into the gym. Trying to think what kind of move would be really good for us to take on right now. Like, what do we really need? I guess better physical coverage, because we are a mixed attacker, so we should take advantage of that. Although, Psy Strike kind of does do that for us, because it hits on the physical side. So we have like a physically hitting psychic move, we have a specially hitting psychic move, we have a specially hitting water move, we have a physically hitting dark move. So I guess we actually do have pretty good... Low kick is a stab move, but the fact that it is risky as well, because it is purely dependent on weight. But I guess like what? Rock steel types tend to be pretty heavy. It is stab. Do I do low kick over foul play is a great question. Because foul play could just be not very useful. since I have no clue what the randomized stats for anything are. So, like, Foul Play would be really good if the Pokemon we're fighting has randomized 140 base attack, but if it has randomized 20 base attack, it's doing nothing. Whereas weight is always consistent. I always know how much Pokemon weighs. That is not randomized. So, being Stab, having more power points, I actually think I'm going to get rid of Foul Play. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. I guess I'll throw it out there. If we run into a Sableye or a Spiritomb that have like Water Absorb, we are screwed. Because Spiritomb and Sableye would be immune to 3 of our moves with their typing, and then they would have Water Absorb to be immune to our water type moves. So if that very niche situation did happen where I ran into a Ghost Dark type with Water Absorb, we could be in a sticky situation. But otherwise, I think taking Low Kick is the better option. But now with that, we can go into the good old Jimmy Jim, try and take down Sharon. We'll go ahead and equip our Oran Berries to Embor. Throw you to the free space. Since I cannot use that TM, unfortunately. It is off limits. I feel like we're going into this gym a little under-leveled. I feel like I'm normally a good, like, 18 or 19 going into this gym. I could just be misremembering. That might be completely false. But I've grabbed every item. We have our Oran Berries. We have a whole bunch of heals. We are fully healed up on our good old Embor here, so we are going to head on into the gym. Grab our obligatory X Defend, which I've used an X Defend one time. I've actually utilized that one singular time because I had a Pokemon with stored power, and I was like, well, I think this could be helpful in making my stored power more powerful and helping me out here, so we'll try that. I don't know if it actually did anything. I mean, obviously the run's still lost because we're here and not there, but okay. Larvesta actually took that Water Pulse pretty well. Took that pretty solid. Try and conserve my Psy Strike power points since it's my best move. What am I doing? Okay, Swinub. See, this is like that situation. Well, actually, no. Water Pulse would just be better here. What am I talking about? I forgot I have that. I was like, oh, and go for Low Kick because it's weak. Another Pokemon I could technically Low Kick the little Spheal right here. But this thing probably weighs absolutely nothing. It is Stab and still super effective. And it has 290 BST. Ah, screw it. I'm going to try. Yeah, okay, we still got the one shot, and it feels just too weak for it to even matter. Alright, so that's actually, this is now what? No, not back to back. We, I think we had, oh! I can't even get a word out. Charon always has something crazy. I swear, every time I fight Charon, he has a legendary like this. He's had Mewtwo. He's had Landorus Therian. He's had Garchomps. Like, Charon always has something crazy on his team. Without fail, every single time. Now, should I go for... I think I go for Low Kick here, actually. Because Palkia is definitely really heavy. Palkia is a big dude. And it's our only stab move. Side Strike and Extra Sensory are neutral. Just like, I think I go for Low Kick here. I think it's going to do fairly solid damage. It has Earth Power. Of course it... Oh my god, thank god I had one shot there. Holy crap, that did so much damage. Like, that was almost a straight up one shot from full. My word. Like I said, we're not the bulkiest thing in the world. We're obviously not taking tackle. Wow. I'm sorry? I'm sorry? You have 2 Palkias in a row? What? Are we kidding right now? Are we actually kidding? He just sent out back-to-back Palkias. And the last one was faster than me, so like... I think I just leveled up though, so am I maybe now potentially faster because the level up? Because it's the same level as the last one. There's no way he has back-to-back Palkias. That's crazy. Hope you get this reference by sure Shaden. I do, yes. What? Palkia's weak to what? Fairies and Salamence? Isn't that the reference? Or is that's from is it Jaden Animations? Did she make a video about her and Alpharad playing, or was it? Yeah, it was a Jaden video. Her and Alpharad did a Soul Link and they kept fighting Palkias and whatever and had that joke. I feel like there's no point in healing right here because, one, I think this thing's probably just faster than me. The last one was faster than me. So maybe I could heal and he wouldn't go for Earth Power, but like, why wouldn't he go for Earth Power? He just used it against me. I don't know what to do here. I don't know what to do in this situation because if he's faster, it doesn't really matter. I just lose. I could be faster because of the level up. And then obviously going for heals is always like super risky. I think I just attack and hope that I'm faster now because I leveled up. Because like if I heal and I'm slower than him anyways, it doesn't really matter. He's going to take me down to low HP anyways because he just about nearly one-shot me. So I feel like my only hope is that I'm faster and I'm not. So we lose. I swear this game, these randomizers absolutely hate my guts. Like, I'm telling you, the randomizer is intentionally fucking with me. He had back-to-back Palkias that were faster than me and had a super effective move on me. Like, come on. That was actually a really solid Embor. And the only way to lose to back-to-back super fast Palkias. Just ridiculous. Just absolutely ridiculous. And then this freaking War Turtle is awful. Would have loved a Flygon, although it is 4 times weak to ice. Like, I spent all that time trying to get that damn Embor, and just for that to happen. Like, I swear. The randomizer just messes with it. It does this on purpose. It does it on purpose. Just like how I had a cracked Espeon and then I ran into a Kyurem White with setup moves. Like, of course I lost. Okay, so I somehow got out of the, I somehow got out of that fight. I mean, I guess I was fighting a Pineco. Yeah, Rapid Spin is not worth it in this generation. I guess this War Turtle, or if I can speak, good night. This War Turtle is pretty bulky and kind of fast, but like the rest of the stats are not any good, so we will certainly be looking for a pivot from this thing. But also, give me 1 second. I'm gonna leave my guy standing right here, and I'm gonna go on mute for a second. Emily just tried calling me. She's probably done with work, so I'm going to call her back real quick. gonna mute myself there. All right, I am back. Let's see. Can we get a pivot here away from the War Turtle? But you have a War Turtle and Blastoise figure on your desk right now. Very nice. You a big fan of the Turtle Squad? Okay, Persian is something. Do I pivot away from you to a Persian? Persian's not all that much stronger than War Turtle. You know, like 30, you know, is what, 35 BST higher. I do have a pretty good stab move, and I guess this War Turtle is fast and physically and kind of bulky. I don't know. I don't really care for a Persian, and the Persian might be kind of bad. I at least know this War Turtle is like decent enough. So, well, you know, the Persian could also be like really good. It's just a Persian, but like it could have extreme speed on it or something. But I'm just gonna keep rocking with the War Turtle. We're gonna keep the level. See if we can get through. Yeah, oh, yeah, well, no, that didn't last long. Yep, okay, should have pivoted. It was not the best idea. Should not have kept with the War Turtle. Should not have kept with the War Turtle. That's okay. Oh, you have the sleeping Squirtle plush? Very nice. I see those, like Pikachu. I've seen those at, oh, Glaceon. That's really cool, actually. I'm good with that. I'm really good. I'm really good with that. We normally do not get a starter that good on BST. Yo, a freaking Flash Fire Ice type? I mean, Ice still has a billion weaknesses, but we got one less. We have one less weakness thanks to Flash Fire, so that's really cool. Don't have the best. We have Autotomize and we have Sacred Sword. We're a mixed attacker with not the best defense, but hey, I will certainly take this Glaceon right now. This thing is solid. I'll go with Sleet. We got Sleet the Glaceon. Really, Glaceon's your favorite Eevee evolution? I don't know if I've ever heard anyone say that before. I don't know if I've ever met anyone that's a Glaceon stan. I guess we just Sacred Sword. Decent damage. I don't love that. Yo, thankfully, I think he would have knocked me out if he just went for Acid Spray again. So thankfully he decided to set up Toxic Spikes like a freaking dweeb. The attack's power increases the more the target has powered up with stat changes. I guess it's better. The user employs the psychic powers to average its attack. I guess it's better than that, than Power Split. But all right. Glaceon looking pretty solid. We got an immunity to a type we're actually weak to, helping out Ice's massive defensive shortcomings just a tiny little bit. We still have to deal with the fact that Ice has basically no resistances and still a good number of weaknesses, but hey, we at least don't have to worry about fire types. Amulet coin, doesn't really matter to take that. I'll still look around in the grass for potential pivots, but I highly doubt we will be running into anything. I will be jumping for joy to switch from this Glaceon. If only Autotomize was shift gear, we would be really rocking and rolling right now. Yeah, okay. Electrode and Murkrow, I'll pass. But yeah, certainly Umbreon is got to be the favorite EV evolution. I like Espeon. That's my favorite personally. I think Umbreon's cool, but I think it's a little overhyped. Ew, please do not have a one-shot move. That would be really unfortunate. And it's just Fury Attack. But yeah, certainly I almost called it Sleeveon. Sylveon and Umbreon definitely dominate, I feel like, in the favorite department of the EV evolutions. I feel like Espeon's pretty up there as well. I feel like people like Espeon. That is true. Glaceon definitely. I think of the EV evolutions, I think that Leafeon has the worst shiny. I think Glaceon's isn't the biggest change, but it's still kind of nice and like looks fairly good. Leafeon's shiny is just a complete like waste of potential. Like Leafeon could have been fall colors and looked really freaking cool. I guess actually, shoot, I should have gone for Judgment right there, or Punishment. Going for Punishment would have been the better option to Mudshot. Oh yeah, definitely. Please wake up. There we go. Took advantage of the amnesia on him. Thought they could. If only I had an Ice type move and I could hold that. That'd be sick. Trying to get my upper back to pop. Man. Not quite working. Oh, I need to get back to my rules real quick. There we go. We're back. I'm missing that. All right. Go run around a little bit more. See what else is out there. See if Pixelmon's here. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Ooh, nice try, Quagsire. Also, Quagsire? Holy shit, how fast are you? Like, how fast is Quagsire that I wasn't able to get away from it? That's crazy. But Flashfire came in clutch for the first time. But yeah, maybe one day. I haven't played even Minecraft much in the last like 5 years. So, yo. I wish. I certainly wish. But Garchomp is banned, unfortunately. Yeah, maybe one day. Pixelmon does look cool. Yeah, I'm gonna say that it's probably not likely I find anything worth pivoting to. So... like, if I'm going to pivot anything, it'll be in this grass up here, since it can be higher levels. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything. Reuniclus is cool. And also faster than me, which I don't love. Thanks for hitting 5 times. What the hell? Luckily, that did not do anything. All right, I gotcha. Yeah, maybe one day. Maybe one day. Oh, Zoomroll's on this route. 410 PSC. Wow, Zoomroll is not quite, just not quite it. Not quite. But yeah, I'm already feel like I'm pressed for time, trying to accomplish and do all the things I have already set out to for stream and stuff, for content. So it could be a second before I ever get around to doing something like Pixelmon, but you never know. You never know. Okay, yeah, his Shelgon is not quite keeping up with our Glaceon. Safeguard, I'll say no. heal with you real quick. Would certainly love some better moves. We're not too solid in the move department right now. Like Sacred Sword's a solid enough move. Punishment can be good if they decide to set up on me. Okay, come on now. Goldeen, Goldeen. Does punishment do any damage if they haven't set up? It's got to do some, right? Yeah, that's enough to knock out a Gotharita. What is punishment's base damage? Like, what does it start at? I don't actually know. Oh, I just looked up punishment. Like, obviously, Google is not going to know what I mean when I just type in the word punishment. Gotta look up punishment Pokemon. Oh, it actually starts at 60. Okay, so starting at 60 is actually not bad. And it gains 20 for every stat increase. I figured it would be like what is it, stored power, and start at like 20 or something. When we get out of that battle, there are like certain trainers that I feel always have really good Pokemon when I face them and are like always randomized to be kind of tough. That guy's never one of them. I don't think I've ever had trouble with that janitor. The little girl over there by the Mareeps that we battled before, she randomly, like, I feel like she very often randomly has like legendaries and stuff that I have trouble getting through sometimes. All right, Scott, thanks for dropping on in. Glad to see you around again. Yeah, see ya. Did I grab this item? Did not. I just fought him. All right. So went a little far over to the right. Did not see a Blitzel anytime we were running around, but good to know you exist, I guess. What's really, I think, the most tragic about that last run, it wasn't just the fact that it was a really good Embor that got taken down by back-to-back Palkias. Yeah, it's not the fact that that Embor was really good. That doesn't, like, that hurts. But I think what hurts the most is that it was a really good Embor, and I had a lot of healing items. Like, I had a lot of healing items. I got really lucky with the random heals, and it didn't matter because, well, I just got out-damaged. So the healing did nothing for me. Because Charon had 2 Palkias. Which is the first time that's ever happened, where where a trainer, a gym leader, had the same 2 Pokemon, and of course it was 2 freaking legendaries, 2 box art legendaries. I could have handled back-to-back Virizions, but back-to-back Palkias, not quite as easy to handle. Okay, I really need a move that helps me with flying types. Flying types are kind of a problem right now. Yeah, that's not doing a whole lot. Grass Whistle, and no, I'm good. Way too inaccurate to depend on that. Ah! Oh god, that was I saw that hammer arm come out, and then my whole life flashed before my eyes because we do not have the best defense. So I really thought that was about to obliterate us. I guess we have pretty good HP, so that kind of makes up for it. Or we have decent HP. I don't know if I'd call it good. I don't know why right now my eyes are bothering me. Like my right eye is giving me issues. Keeps like glazing over. You can't see out of it for some reason. What's going on? All right, but with all that, we got our orange berries. We got as few heals as we possibly can. We got all the mandatory heals, and that was it. No extra heals, which is really unfortunate. But all we can do is persevere and go into this first gym and hope for the best. Hope something good happens here. I guess this little X defend could actually prove to be useful since we don't have the best defense, so could help out some. Also, it's nice that we're another mixed attacker, so I don't really have to worry about like physical versus special moves. You can just grab whatever, and the best moves we get happen to be also bug types, flying and bug. Those are the two typings I feel like I need the most help with in this moveset. Yeah, magic, not magic, punishment is just not quite cutting it for damage when it comes to like not super effective and stuff, just neutral. It certainly can be a good move if we need it, but right now it is not proving to be the most useful as neutral coverage. Although I'm not really sure why I'm complaining because we managed to get through both those battles without losing a single point of HP. So that's really good. We got our orange berry equipped. We have our good old complimentary fresh water from Clyde the Guide. We have 3 potions. We have 4 other orange berries. We have plenty at our disposal. And you know what? It's risky and kind of greedy. Alice Tingrit's way too good, actually. Higher BST than I have. Wow. I was going to set up an auto-automize, make myself the fastest thing on the field, but I think I'm just going to Sacred Sword. Okay, well, looks like we lose. Yeah. I don't know how we pull this one out right here. And it has the heal. Yeah, I think we're done for. I think we are absolutely... What does Mudshot lower speed? I think it lowers speed, not accuracy. Are you speed? Yeah, it's speed. I'd prefer Mud Slap. I think that would be accuracy. You know what? I hardly ever utilize these battle items, but I don't believe there's anything in the rules. I've looked over the rules a number of times. There's nothing that says I can't use these items in battle. Nothing in the rule says it, so I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to go for a next defend right here. Still felt like that did pretty good damage, but I will potion up. Yeah, that's still doing pretty solid damage right there. That basically just took out my entire potion. I really don't want to use my fresh water yet, so I'm gonna hope and pray I can get this X attack off. Okay, just went for Moonlight. That is fine. You can go back up to full. I don't care. I will also be going back up to full, wasting all of my heals. Yup. We're still just not doing any damage. We're still just not doing any damage. And you're healing, just out dealing. Yeah, God. Of course. Only has 2 more moonlights, but like I can't out heal the low kicks if that's just all he goes for. Man, of course he's just moonlighting. Of course. Come on, can I please get a crit? Thank you. Okay, ask and ye shall receive. Okay, Glalie. Yeah, we're just gonna take you down real quick. We are +1 in attack, +1 in defense. Venoshock. Okay, so that is definitely a move that I will take. I will certainly take that. I think I'll take it over Mudshot, honestly. What does Mudshot help me with here? Fire types? Don't really have to worry. I mean, as an ice type, normally, yes, you wouldn't want to worry about fire types, but like, there's no guarantee fire types even have fire moves, so. Only 55 base power. It can miss. And we don't need it for steel or rock because we have a fighting type move, so. It's like I probably should just get rid of Autotomize. Because like setting up is just so risky in this kind of game. But I love setting up. I guess it's not shift gear, so you know what, if it was shift gear we would keep it. But I think since it's just raising speed, I think it's better to have move coverage than to set up. Especially if the setup is just speed. I'm gonna get rid of it. We'll see if I regret it or not. I guess we did just run into a Pokemon weak to Mudshot, although we do have an attack boost, so it might just be better to go for Sacred Sword anyways. It's a much stronger move. Yeah, 90 base power versus 55. And what we are a mixed attacker, but we're at +1 attack, so it might be fairly comparable damage right here between the 2 attacks. So I don't want to miss. This is my thing. I don't want to miss. Okay, we got the 1-shot, and Iron Barbs did hit us. Don't have anything great for you, do I? I think I gotta heal and hope that it can't do anything to me. Because our neutral coverage against this thing is kind of weak. I guess Punishment is base 60, Venoshock's only 65. We are +1 attack, so Punishment will be our strongest move. It's just like if we can't one-shot and I feel like I just no point in wasting heals. I just got to go for it. Okay, you have Vacuum Wave. You have Rattled. Great. Oh god. Shit. Of course. And it lived on frickin' 1, by the way. I forgot he would do that. That healed nothing. That Ivysaur's got to have insane HP stat. That heal did nothing. Okay, and a Lilligant. Oh, that's your ace. Is Venoshock the better option here? We're so weak. This 65. So actually, I think Sacred Sword would be stronger. Because at +1 attack, that's 1.5. So yeah, you're like, because of the attack raise from the X attack, that's 1.5 times, so that's 135. And then 2 times for super effective is 130. So I want to say I think Sacred Sword is my strongest move here. And it did not any damage. Okay, hopefully you're just a really defensively bulky mon and you will go down to a Venoshock. Okay, I thought I lived on 1 for a second. I thought I saw a sliver. I didn't want to celebrate too quickly, but we got through. Barely, just barely, my word. That was... And of course, you give me two useless TMs. Not that I can use teleport anyways, but 2 useless TMs. Love to see that. But hey, you live to fight another day. We have basically no heals. But hey, we can at least move on. Maybe grab some better level up moves. Hopefully grab some more random healing items. We will see. We will see. My dog's might about to be going crazy because I think Emily just got home. I never fought this kid. I do this so often where I forget to fight this kid because I'm like looking for pivots. I'm like, well, I don't want to fight him because I don't want to use my don't want to use up my EXP on a Pokemon if I pivot, and then I forget him in 5. Yeah. Forgot to fight him. And obviously you get far less experience the later you fight him, so like that was a waste of EXP right there. If I'd fought him when I was closer to his level, I would have gotten more EXP out of it. Because of how EXP curves work in this. I don't know if it's all games Gen 5 and beyond, or if it's just Gen 5. Where when you're higher level than a Pokemon, you get less experience than, but if you're lower level than a Pokemon, you get more experience. And like the higher level you get from that Pokemon, the less experience you get. Excuse me. I will say Sacred Sword is a very good coverage move to have. Good thing we do have punishment, even though it's not the greatest attack right now. Because if we couldn't, psychics and ghosts would be a big problem if we did not have punishment. Still though. Flyers and bugs are still a issue for us. Still a little bit of an issue. Of course, you put me to sleep. Love that. Okay. Thankfully, it did not mean anything. Did not matter. At the end of the day, it is just a Motham. Randomized stats or not, it's just a Motham. Okay, let's go on a little item spree right here. Grab us our items around Burbank. Those are what, our second absorb bulb, I think, so far. Oh, I'm not having any heals luck right now. I'm not having luck finding heals. Not ideal. It kind of counts. It has heal in the name. I guess I can't. It does have heal in the name. Okay, another X defend. That having an X defend and X attack did save us in that last fight, so can't really complain about those. So in technicality, there is a chance to pivot Akaberry. Wait, what am I? I was like, yo, Akaberry, I'm weak to fire. I'm not weak to fire. I have flash fire. I need a fighting berry. I need a Chople berry. I got all excited because I was like, yo, I can use that. I'm an ice type. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm an ice type that's immune to fire. So never mind. Right, and that is every usable item I can grab. There is one TM over by one of the workers, but unfortunately it is not something I can take advantage of. Oh, thank you right there. I will always be very grateful whenever that, when I see that little flash fire pop up, I will always be grateful of that. I wonder, every single time I see a fire move though, I forget I have flash fire for a second and I about freak out because I'm like, oh god, I'm about to get killed. Okay, fast Togekiss with belly drum. That's a little bit scary, not gonna lie, a little bit scary. Cross poison. 70 crits man low. Can poison and gets crits more easily. Has more power points. It's stronger than Venoshock. And I have a higher attack stat. We don't really have any way of poisoning anything, so Venoshock's kind of useless for its secondary effect, so I'll go with cross poison, why not? Oh, and we got, well, we got poisoned ourselves. Aqua Jet, why not? It's so, like, randomizers are so interesting because, like, seeing Pokemon behave differently than they normally do is just funny. Seeing a why not that can actually attack. Is Mama home? Little Lee, is Mama home? Yeah. I know. I know, buddy. You little whiny boy. Ooh, a Reggie. Luckily, thankfully, a fast Regirock. Wow, what do you know? Now I've seen it all. Regirock with wheels. Thankfully, I did not have a berry attached. I would have been really upset if that thing had stolen my freaking one of my orange berries. Thankfully, I forgot to attach one. All right, so now with that, we are ready to go take on a second gym. The time between Gym 1 and Gym 2. Very quick, very quick. Not too much happening. We will get a freshwater, which is really nice, but unfortunately that is all we're really going to have. Because we do have, what, 2 potions and a couple berries. Alright, with that though, we are good to head on into the gym. We will get presumably another move by level up at some point during this gym. Either with probably be during the Roxy fight that we get to level 29. We might learn a new move during the Roxy fight. Oh, that did nothing. And are you kidding me? Why you steal my berry, bro? Come on. So Sacred Sword is my strongest move. I just kind of got to keep going for this to take it down. Don't want to utilize too many of the power points on Sacred Sword, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. So I'm gonna cross poison you. Okay, thankfully you just decided to set up. We won't waste a punishment on that. We will give you the berry back. Really annoying that she just stole my freaking berry right there with the pluck. Really annoying. I guess we go for... Corellia's really weak. We'll go for the punishment, why not? Okay, please, oh please, Magnamite. Do not have a fire move. Not that it matters, because you went down lickety-split. I mean, I guess it wouldn't really matter if it had a fire move. Like, we probably would have taken it just fine. Didn't worry about healing there. Maybe I should have. Maybe when I... maybe. It's always risky. It's always risky. I could have just wasted a heal on a Magnemite right there. If it did have a move that did, you know, some substantial damage to us. I think I will just punishment you. That's really annoying. That's really annoying right there. Okay, that's very annoying. You know, I'm gonna waste a turn of... I feel like I gotta pull out all the stops. I feel like you just gotta pull it out. We don't have the best defense. I want to waste a turn to reflect, so I'm gonna use my X defend. And what do I want to do? You know what? I'm gonna heal. They weren't really doing that much. Uproar doesn't get... No. Uproar does not get stronger in damage as you go. It should be the same damage every time, right? Yeah, and it's doing nothing. And we're not going to bother healing just yet. I guess I'll go for... Maybe I'll try and get a poison right here, even though the reflect's up. I guess this thing is faster than me. Okay, for a second, I thought it wasn't faster than me, but no, it is, because, yeah, I got the reflect up first. So I'm going to mud shot to try and lower its speed. Can't remember if it's guaranteed or not. Okay, well, we at least got it. So I'm in a situation here where I would like to heal because this Grumpig is not much of a threat. But if it sets up Reflect, that's really annoying. Don't want it to set up Reflect. This is a really tough situation. If it sets up to Reflect, I have to like whittle it down again and worry about all that. And you could heal it, and it could be beneficial to wait, or Roxy, whoever. Could be beneficial to waste a heal though on this Grumpig who's clearly not much of a threat here. But do I? You know what? I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna heal because we're getting kind of low. We are at half HP, and like at this range of HP, if we run into something with a strong enough move and we don't one-shot it, then we'll probably die. So I feel like I got to heal just because this Grumpig is clearly not a threat. Okay, just goes for Uproar. Maybe he's locked into Uproar. I don't remember. But that works out for us. No Reflects up. We're at pretty good HP. Your speed's down, so I can take you out with punishment. And on, we can move to a Purloin. Thank you for the easy one shot. There we go. And Frillish, I guess, got to go for punishment again. I'm going to go for Mudshot, actually, because I don't know if I want to run out these punishment PowerPoints just yet. Lovely. Love that. Just love that. Love that for me, really. I love getting my speed dropped and crit off of a copycat, and they have speed boost to negate the speed drop I did to them. Love that. Love that turn of events right there. I'm still faster, so okay. Luckily, she's throwing out nothing but F tier Pokemon. We are getting a little too soon, too freaking soon. If you're new to the stream, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the stream title is "I'm Still Salty About Last Time," and that's because I was running an Espeon last time that was really damn good, and it lost in this battle. I lost my Espeon in this battle to a freaking Kyurem White with setup moves. Like I was saying earlier, these randomizers are intentionally fucking with me. This is what, her ace, her last Pokemon. So punishment would be my strongest move, but I don't want to use it just yet because I don't think I'm gonna get the one shot. Okay, we did X defend, so we're not taking as much damage from that Shadow Claw. I would hope we're faster now, maybe. And punishment. I'm gonna cross poison. Okay, we're. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I mean, I know Shadow Claw has a high chance to crit. My crit did nothing. And it's still faster than me, of course it is. Like, the fact that my crit right there on cross poison did absolutely nothing makes me think that punishment wouldn't have even... Actually, no, punishment wouldn't have killed. Because what? Cross poison is a stronger move than punishment. Crits are 2 times damage in this game. So my cross poison barely did, what, 30, 40% right there with a crit? So super effective punishment would have done less than that, I think. If I'm doing the math right. Cross poison 70, double that, 70 base power. Double that's 140. Punishment 60, double that with crit. Or with super effective. I guess a crit super effective would have been good, but... Okay, we're in... I don't know what to do here. I think I am screwed. Because another Shadow Claw crit is just going to kill me. Shoot, regular Shadow Claw right here might kill me as well. Might not even matter if I heal. It's faster than me. I don't even, based on that damage from cross poison crit, I don't even think this punishment will kill right here. If I somehow do survive this. So this is the world's fastest and bulkiest Espeon. This is the world's fastest, and because like it's still faster than me after a speed drop. Now my speed has dropped too, but I'm a fairly speedy Glaceon. My speed's pretty solid. I've seen, and I'm pretty offensive too. Like these are good offensive stats, and this Espeon is eating them alive. Okay, well, I mean, unless I don't know what I do here. Because, like, Potion only heals 20. That Shadow Claw did, what, 17? Because I was at 20. So, I'm not out healing the Shadow Claws. It's faster than me. Unless it's if for some reason it goes for a different move that can miss, and it does miss, and we get a cross poison crit, which I don't even think will kill. Maybe actually, maybe it's just really physically bulky. Maybe this is my win con. I hope it goes for a different move. Probably not. I'll probably just go for Shadow Claw. That's all it's gone for so far. But maybe it goes for a different move that can miss. It misses. I Mud Shot. Doesn't kill. Maybe it does kill. Maybe it's just physically bulky. Okay. I forgot she still had a heal. Did she not? I thought she... Did I miss... Did she not use her heal earlier? What happened? I swear I thought... Does she have 2? I have no clue what just happened there. I thought she'd use her heal already. Maybe she has 2 and I'm misremembering. Well, we should be faster now because of the Mud Shot, but I don't think we're doing enough damage to knock it out, is the thing. Like, unless I get a crit Mud Shot. I think that's my only chance, is a crit Mud Shot. She could have missed. It was 95% accurate. Obviously, it was more likely to land than not. But she could have missed. There was a 5% chance that we survived that. I mean, I also could have missed my Mud Shots, but... That's just insane. Like, I can't believe I'm just okay. At least I get rewarded with like a solid Pokemon for my next starter. I mean, I really only could have lost with Shuppet here. Would have preferred Drapion actually, but I'll certainly take a Venusaur. Man, I just. Can I not get a Pokemon that's just like consistently like just bulky, like in a medium amount of way throughout both stats? I have speed. Okay, I shouldn't come. I have speed boost. I have speed boost on a Venusaur. Searing Shot's a good move. This is not the worst Venusaur in the world. It's a another glass cannon that has speed boost. I mean, it's just another glass cannon. This is the first time I've had speed boost as an ability. I just got to get through this fight with the freaking Drapion. I do have a super effective move. I have Mud Bomb. So I'm gonna go with. I'm just gonna call you Bud. Bud Venusaur. Can I please, just please get through this battle with this Drapion? Please, oh please. That is all I ask for. Okay, we got through. We got through. Okay. Didn't want to say anything because I was like, you know, just didn't want to, you never want to jinx it. But we got through. Bug Bite did a lot. No, we don't need that. That's banned. No healing moves. Healing moves are not allowed. Alright, we gotta go talk to Mother before we head on out. But I mean, this Venusaur is basically the same thing as that Glaceon, but instead of bad defense, this one has bad Spadef. Like, we're basically in the same boat with just a different Pokemon. Same BST as well, both 525 BST. But hey, we do have speed boost at least. I highly doubt we run into anything worth pivoting to. I highly doubt it. That would be a no. I think at this point the only heal, or not heal, the only pivot that'd be worthwhile would be like a maybe an Arcanine that we just can tell is like a monster. But even then that'd be like, you know, pivoting is just so risky. But like Arcanine has really good BST, it's like 555 or something. Mono Fire's like a decent enough typing. Fire actually has a lot of resistances. I think Fire might have the second most resistances to Steel, maybe? Like, Fire actually resists a lot of types. So it resists itself, it resists Bug, it resists Grass, it resists Ice, it resists Steel. That's 5 right there, right? And shoot, in Gen 6 it gains a resistance to Fairy. So yeah, I mean 6 resistances going forward, and Steel loses 2 resistances in Gen 6, so well, I guess it loses 2 resistances, but it gains 1 because it gains 1 to Fairy. So it only net loses 1 resistance in Gen 6. So yeah, in terms of defensive profile, fire is actually not a terrible typing. Choice man. I wish. I almost feel like it's not even worth looking for a pivot. Like, I just need to take advantage of the fact that we have a glass cannon that has speed boost. Shouldn't even risk getting anything worse. It's just kind of outside of Searing Shot. We don't have the best moves. I guess if I'm going to pivot to anything, it'll be in the ranch. Since the ranch can have up to level 11s in the grass. Yep, there we go. We got it. Swalot. That is the pivot right there. If you were a Hydreigon and I could use you, that would be awesome. But you are not, and I cannot. So actually, fun fact, one of the best runs I've ever had was with a Hypno. I think I've made it past the 3rd gym twice. I think Hypno was one of them. I think. Hypno at least made it at the 3rd gym. I don't know if... I can't remember if I won or lost to the 3rd gym with Hypno. I know I beat the 3rd gym with a Machamp one time. Actually, I think the running joke was, like, for a second, the running joke was I was only doing good with Gen 1 Mons, which... Venusaur Gen 1 Mon. So I think, yeah, my 2 best runs were with a Hypno and a Machamp. Both the only runs to get past the 3rd gym. So maybe this is a good sign right here. Now, what set those 2 apart was the fact that they had really good moves. Machamp was... That Machamp was definitely the best Pokemon I've gotten so far. It wasn't very fast, but it was very bulky. It had 100 HP, 100 defense, 100 Spadef. So like across the board, good bulk. It had really good attack. Well, I guess it was like 100 something attack, but like its special attack was only like 30 and its speed was like 50. So it was like a slow, bulky attacker, but it had shift gear. So I could double its speed and increase its attack stat. It was really freaking good, and I lost it to Endeavor and Sandstorm. I got a Pokemon down to 1 HP. They went for Endeavor, got me down to 1, and Sandstorm took me out. And I was so mad. Okay, bud. Freaking Frenzy Plant out here. I don't know why he thought that Frenzy Plant was doing any damage to me. Psywave. Oh, that's really bad. I'm good. Bind, also really bad. I'm good. And then what was it about the Mime that was really good? I think Mime just had really good coverage, if I remember correctly. It was really fast. I think it had like 120 base speed or something like that. It was really fast. And what moves did it have? It had like, I know it had Technoblast, which I eventually got rid of. I don't remember. I just know it had really good overall coverage. It's just what I remember from that thing right there. I'd prefer light screen since I'm so bad on the special side, but I think I'll be good on that. I really just want offensive moves. I just want coverage. I'm a fast glass cannon. I really just want moves that hit hard and can allow me to hit a lot of things for super effective damage. That's really all I want. Nice legendary bro. Very cool, very cool. So, in the last run with the Glaceon, I went through this ranch right here, and I fought this guy right here, the janitor. And I said, with my whole chest, I've never had problems with this guy. He's always been easy. And I think he took that personal. I think he took it a little personal. All right. I don't like calling it a night on the, again, not really nighttime yet. I don't like calling it a day after the Hands of Defeat. You know what? We'll get to 200. We're on attempt number 198. I'll get to 200, and if we lose, you know, by attempt 200, that's when I'll call it. You know, it's been 2 hours. I need to eat dinner. I will, we'll try. It's my boy Dragonite. Even though it is one of my faves, I cannot choose it. It is banned. I guess we'll take Lairon. What I gotta go with. Harvest. Harvest is actually a really good ability for this challenge, since it has Quiver Dance. It has Quiver Dance. I have Harvest Quiver Dance. It's one I'm on with 4 times weaknesses, but I do have Harvest Quiver Dance, which could actually be good. On the right Mon, this could actually be a game winner, since the only items I'm allowed to use are berries. So being able to regain my berries with my ability would be broken, and I have a good setup move like Quiver Dance. If only I wasn't using a freaking Lairon. You know what? Do your worst. We'll start QDing. Oh, I can eat that for days. Keep going for it. I don't care. That was a crit, and it didn't, that was a +3 crit. That was a +3 crit. Also, how am I still slower than it? I'm +3 speed, and it's still faster than me. How is that even possible? Like Bullet Punch, yeah, it's priority, but that U-turn went first. I was +3 speed and still got outsped. And I got a crit and did what? Maybe half? All right, all right. I mean, I guess Kyurem was off limits. Probably wouldn't have taken Metang because it's not fully evolved. 4 times weaknesses are just no good. And we don't have Flash Fire. Yet again, another fast special attacker with no bulk. I'm gonna be honest, I think this thing's dead. I don't think this thing's surviving against Kyurem. Unless I can somehow get off. I mean, I guess I have super effective Dragon Breath. I could have countered that. I could have countered it. Hey, I got a para. Where there's a para, there's a way. Did he just try and go for a triple protect, or is he faster than me still? Oh, he's just spamming detect now. Cool. Okay, is that all he's going to do now? He's just going to... Oh, no, now he's attacking, but he got paralyzed. Nope. Got out of that one somehow. Gotta find a pivot, though. Gotta find a pivot. Fortress is just not gonna do it. If you were a Fortress with Flash Fire, 1000%, we would be on board with you right now. Nah, I'm good. I mean, this thing still wouldn't be very good. Its SPDEF is atrocious, which I'm telling you, that happens to me all the time. I feel like I'm so often getting Pokemon that have really bad SPDEF. Like, I know with randomized stats, it's very likely that one stat's going to be really bad just randomly, but it's always SPDEF for some reason. At least that's what it feels like. Okay, Slowking. I think that's the play. I think Slowking's the play. Unless the next Pokemon, the other Pokemon on the route is busted. I think Slowking's the move. Never mind. Never mind. That's the move. Like, what Slowking's a good Pokemon normally, you know, solid typing, water psychics, you know, solid typing's got what, 5 total weaknesses, but 50 extra base power on a Haxorus. It's only weak to 2 typings, being Ice and Dragon. So yeah, Haxorus is definitely the move. Definitely. Don't want to risk knocking you out, so we're just going to start chucking balls and hopefully I can catch it. And I cannot. Let's try one more. There we go. Thankfully, the randomizer makes catching Pokemon a little bit easier. And I'm going to call you Iris. Just because Haxorus is Iris's main Pokemon. Please be good. Please have something good. White Smoke is solid enough. Okay, White Smoke is solid enough. Can't have my stats lowered, which is nice. I'm a special attacker. I'm kind of slow, but overall, I can't tell if this thing is any good or not. I'm a special attacker with only Twister as a move. It is Stab. Kind of slow, so Gyro Ball maybe could be useful because I'm slow. But I can't tell. I'm not sure. I can't tell with this thing just yet if it's any good or not. With these moves right now, I'm going to say not really. I'm going to say the moves are not too great, but I think those stats, maybe the HP is not the greatest. I think the HP might be a little on the lower side, but everything else isn't too terrible. Maybe? I do like White Smoke, though. I do like not being able to have my stats lowered. That is really nice. So we get a World Champ right here. Dragon Rush is honestly probably just stronger, even though I'm a special attacker, right? 15 versus 20. Oh, I can miss. Because what? Oh, with Stab, that becomes 60. With Stab, you become 150. So yeah, Dragon Rush is definitely stronger. And I missed. And I missed again. Okay, thankfully it has to recharge on this next turn. I'm sorry, what? Where? Did I miss something? Did I miss what? Did I hit it on its recharge? I know I'm speeding up and I'm probably just not paying attention, but what just happened right there? Almost lost to a freaking Pachirisu. So yeah, maybe this Haxorus is not very good. There's always the possibility this thing's not too bad, not too good. I mean, our defensive stats seem solid enough. I guess we're kind of a mixed attacker, like as of right now, definitely leaning special, but I just don't know. I'm truthfully not getting the best vibes from this Haxorus. Maybe I just got to give it time. Okay, we got a heal. That's good. That's good. Ooh. Espeon is a solid Pokemon to potentially pivot to. Another heal. Okay, that's really good. That's really freaking good. Like, yeah, Espeon does have a little bit lower BST than Haxorus, but if its distribution of stats is better, but there's no way to know that without catching it. And it could just be blatantly worse. So that's always the issue. What word am I looking for? Dear Lord. It's always the risk. That's always the risk you take when pivoting, because it could be worse. It could be better. It certainly could be better, but it could be a lot worse too. Which tends to happen to me more often. I tend to pivot to something and it's a lot worse than it tends to be a lot better. I feel like very rarely do I pivot to something and I'm like, oh my god, this thing's a beast. Most of the time I pivot and it's like, well, shit, I shouldn't have pivoted. I should have kept the one I was using. Okay, we're not seeing... We've only seen, what, 3 Pokemon in the ranch so far. There's like 5 total. So we need to see 2 more to know for certain what all is in here, I think. But we're not looking good. Fly, what up, what up? How's it going? Been a second. How you been? Okay, come on. I need to... Is my chair just naturally going down, or did I lower it? I don't remember. I'm thinking it's either... It's Espeon or nothing, I feel like. I feel like it's Espeon or nothing when it comes to the pivots. So I'm going to go scout the Espeon just to see what it potentially has. Like, if it throws out a crazy move, maybe. All right, appreciate you stopping in, and hope everything works on out. Hopefully it all works out for you. But I feel that there's just some times where life really loves to just get you. But I hope everything works out. Hope everything's good. All right, let's scout this here. Let's scout this Espeon real quick. But I appreciate you stopping in, really do. Good to see you. Heal block, Okay, you just gonna keep going for that Mega Horn. Did decent damage. I mean, I don't love the inaccuracy. I don't love that. So I know it could obviously have 2 more moves, but it actually did pretty solid damage considering. I don't know. I'm just gonna rock with this Haxorus and hope it works out in the end. I feel like that's just the best call. How many runs has been? We are on attempt number 199 right now. So we are just about to hit 200 attempts if this one does not go well. Furthest I've gone is just past the 3rd gym. So the furthest I've ever gone is right after Berg. Like, I beat Berg and immediately lose. That's happened twice, where I've beaten the 3rd gym and then I just go immediately lose. Smelling salt. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I don't think that's a good move. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's not the worst. It's been a second, though. Like, it's been a second. Those 2 times when I went past the 3rd gym, well, they were like back-to-back almost. Like, It was in like quick succession, but it was like early on. That was in like the first 50 attempts. I made it past the 3rd gym twice. And the last 150, maybe even more. I don't know. It could be like 170. I don't really know. I think I've made it to the 3rd gym twice since then, and I lost to the 3rd gym both times. So yeah, the last like 150 or so runs have not been too swell for me. Not been too swell. I forgot this thing. I forgot he had a Kirim. Forgot that was his starter of choice. I forgot that. So it's still like Dragon Rush is my best move option here. I guess I could be slower than him, and Gyro Ball could be stab. Stored power is going to do nothing. That surprisingly did very little damage. I mean, it did a lot of damage, but I thought it would one-shot. Okay, I don't know why he's on the detect train so badly. It's like all he wants to go for. Come on, give me a good move. I need something better than Smokescreen. Yeah, it took Point Crow forever, which I think Point Crow is still working on his video about it, right? I know he finally beat Kaizo IronMon. I heard about that, but I don't think the video's come out yet. He said it was going to be like insanely long or something. And then I know Small Ant took what, like 1,800 attempts or something like that. And then I swear I'm subscribed to, PokeAim Joey. He streams Kaizo IronMon every once in a while. And I swear I think he's in like the 4,000s from his his thumbnails or something. He's like in attempt number 4,000 or something like that. So, yeah, it can take a while. It can be a little bit rough out here. Oh, well, I'm faster, so that's not going to do a dang thing. I guess Grass Pledge is something. It's only 50 base power, though. It's just not strong. I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. I'm gonna say no. But Joey also might be doing like Super Kaizo IronMon or something, like an even tougher version of Kaizo IronMon. I don't remember for certain. What were you hunting again? I forgot. Was it Snivy? Was that what you were hunting? Okay, Snivy. Okay. I still got the memory. Yeah, my shiny hunting's been a little bit slower recently. I've been doing it more on my free time and not so much on stream. Like I've been hunting Sigilif, doing a Masuda method, hunting hatching eggs, and still hunting Victini, trying to get that. So I've been a little slower about it, but I'm like chipping away at it here there. Okay. Well, that could have been bad. That could have been real bad right there. Oh, you would put me to frickin' sleep. That would happen. Come on. That's fine. You can endure. I don't care. Okay, well that was potentially what am I trying to say? I don't know words. That was almost bad. I really didn't want to use a heal on a random kid, though. with a Smeargle and a Weezing. I really did not want to waste a heal there. Okay, come on. Would have loved the Chople Berry for that Glaceon. Well, the runs end quite a lot, unfortunately. They do not last typically very long, so keep watching. You'll probably see one end real soon, unfortunately. Very much unfortunate for me. Runs do not seem to last super long. I might get 1.5 streams worth out of a run at best. That's been the best case scenario so far. A Twister is just not a consistent enough move to want to utilize. Oh, okay. Well, Rotom is very physically bulky. Good to know. Good to know. I should probably be marking that off up there, but whatever. I guess my special attack is really starting to separate itself from my physical, but this girl is a friggin' Suicune. That's cool. That's really cool. I get a flinch. Okay, definitely not going for physical moves now. I think we're going to have to hope for... Okay, well, never mind. She just wanted to set up. She wanted to be him, and it bit her in the butt. Yeah, we really need some better damaging moves. Like, we really do. Dragon Pulse would go crazy right now. I would love a Dragon Pulse. Not what I'm trying to do there. Not that either. But it is time. It's time for the first gym. Time to go take on Charon. See if we can make this Haxorus keep working. By all accounts, looking at my stats here, this Haxorus should be good. Like, we're a little bit on the slower side. I would prefer to be a bit faster. But, like, we seem to have decent bulk. We're a special attacker, which I want. I don't really want to be a physical attacker. But we're only getting physical moves, which is really unfortunate. Yeah, like, I want to... Okay, get through the door. I want to be a special attacker. I'd like to be a little speedier. But we got decent bulk. I guess we really just need better moves. Quiver Dance was wasted on that Lairon. Could have really used Quiver Dance here on this here Haxorus. Wow. Okay, okay. Twister kind of putting in some work. Okay, I'll take Technoblast. There we go. That is a special move. It's only five power points, but I'll say it's better than Gyro Ball. Like, yeah, we are slow, but like with randomized stats, there's no way to really predict if we'll be slower or faster than a Pokemon and how much slower we'll be than them. So I think it's just too inconsistent to keep around. I haven't quite figured it out. I feel like speed is the most important thing when it comes to a casual playthrough, because like attacking first is just better. Like, it's just better to be able to get your attack off first before your opponent. So I would think it would be speed. But like, bulk is really nice. Like, because like, I guess it doesn't matter how strong you are. If you don't have the bulk to take a hit, it doesn't matter. Because like, it doesn't matter how strong you are. If you fail to get a KO and you're not bulky, and then you're just like dead. So it's it's really tough to say. I feel like it's bulk though, because of the nature of the randomized moves. I feel like it's bulk is the most important. All right, well, we made it through the 2 gym trainers with no hiccups there. None at all. Didn't use our berry. Didn't take a single point of damage. So let us see if Charon will be the gatekeeper he has been. Earlier today, get this. Earlier today, I did a run where I had a really good shit, what was it? Maybe my memory is not as good as I thought it was. I had a really good Embor. Like, this Embor was pretty dang solid. It was kind of a glass cannon. Couldn't really take a hit, but it was really fast, really strong, had good moves. Charon here had 2 Palkias, back-to-back Palkias, and they had Earth Power, and I couldn't do it, and he beat me. He had 2 straight Palkias. I swear, Charon always feels like he has some kind of crazy legendary or something. I feel like it happens all the time. Ooh. Don't love that. Hippopotas took that really well and confused me, so that's really rude. I would hit myself. It just seems like this guy is really bulky. He is going to heal here. I don't have any, really not much I can do, so I guess we try and throw off a Dragon Rush. Okay, well that worked out. Somehow, some way that worked out. I'm still confused. Are you kidding me? At least he missed the Rock Slide. Ooh, a Serp. I'm sorry. How physically... I mean, I guess my physical attack's not the best, but like... Wow, Superior, you ate that alive. Okay, Superior, I think, has really good HP. It seems like this Serp has really good HP, my word. Thankfully, he only has 1 potion, and he wasted it earlier. I mean, luckily this Superior doesn't seem to be a big deal, but why does he keep having the same Pokemon back to back? This is 2 fights in a row now. He's had duplicate Pokemon. What is going on? Okay, that was a crit and it did nothing, so I think I just need to try and flinch it down. Okay, you do that. And Gotharita is the last. I think I just go for the Twister. Oh, okay, and he wasted his turn. All right, so we managed to actually get through Charon. What do you know? What do you know? Actually managed to make that work. Snarl has potential. Hopefully I can teach that to Haxorus here. Can I learn Snarl? It's not like the world's greatest move. It can miss, but it is a special attack. I need more special attacks. Please tell me I can learn it. Of course not. Of course not. Need to move all these to the free space because I can't utilize any of these. Not that I would want to. The other 2 moves are not very good. Well, we at least got through the first gym. Didn't have to use any heals, so that's always good. Always good to not use any heals. Alright, you know what? Unfortunately, I am going to have to call it a day. It is dinner time. I'm hungry. It's been about 2.5 hours. Should probably go relax, say hi to Emily. So I'm going to call it a day right here, right now. We got a little bit of a run going on. Going to check out what this Haxorus is rocking with, figure out its base stat total here after streams, see what we got, and yeah. I keep accidentally hitting my spacebar. I don't think I'm doing anything though. But yeah, appreciate it, Fly. Thanks for dropping on in. Hope to see you around soon. And when that is, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe Friday. Maybe next time I stream will be Friday. We'll see. But yeah, as always, thanks to everyone for coming on out, watching me be a fool, and I'll see everyone next time.